The number one haircut mistake that women make when getting their haircut is this, and that simply is communication. Now, I've been doing hair for over 30 years. I've worked on hundreds, if not thousands, of clients throughout my career. And between seeing other appointments and other hairstylists work on clients, my own experiences, I can tell you that the biggest problem and the biggest mistake, the number one haircut mistake, is not communicating. And this is the best way that you can do this when it comes to getting your haircut. Now, the reason I'm showing this mannequin right here in this particular haircut is because it's probably one of the most, I would say, commented on haircuts when it comes to women's hair. It's the, feathered, layered look. I have over 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel here with, longer layers, flowing layers, bangs, all sorts of stuff. But it seems that this particular haircut, for some reason, is the most difficult to achieve when it comes to getting your hair cut, all right? And I'm going to explain to you why. And it may be that it's not necessarily the stylist's fault. It could be a simple combination. All right, so let's break this down. And here is when it's the hair professional's fault. It's simply the hair professional's fault. One, and this is a big mistake, is you didn't do your research on the professional that you're going to get your hair cut. Meaning, let's just say, and I get this all the time, oh, my stylist, Mike, he retired, or, Mary, she passed away, and I got to find somebody new. The worst thing you can do as a client is just call up a random salon and say, hey, I'm looking for a haircut. Something happened to my previous, stylist or barber even, and do you have anybody open for a haircut? Oh, sure, come on in. Samantha's free at 2:30 tomorrow. Can you come in then? Okay, perfect. You have no idea the skill level of Samantha. Now, she could be either incredible, or, you go to a guy, he could be incredible, or they could be an absolute, and I want to say bad, but a mismatch for the look you're going for. These types of hairstyles, and I'm telling you this from experience, are always done better by more seasoned, experienced, veteran types of hairstylists. People who have been doing hair for 25 years, 40 years, they've done these layered haircuts, they've been doing these since the 80s. They understand this type of short, feathered flow haircut. The challenge is when you go in and Samantha is just out of beauty school, or she just became a stylist on the chair and she's never done one of these feathered layered haircuts before. Not against Samantha, she just doesn't have the experience. These types of hairstyles are not the easiest to do, okay? And that's why I think a lot of you as clients are complaining, because you can't find someone to do this. That's the number one complaint that I get is, I can't find someone, or I've been, no one could cut my hair like this. I've been to 9 people. Well, guess what? You probably aren't doing your research. So part of the blame is on you, the client, for not looking up Samantha. You're not calling up the salon and saying, hey, listen, I'm say 70 years old. I've been having the same guy cut my hair for the last 40 years. I have a short kind of, feathered layered haircut, so I need someone, if you can connect me with someone who specializes in doing shorter hair on women, good with like 80s or feathered layered haircuts, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, okay, well, instead of Samantha, we've got Debbie. All right, Debbie or Barbara or whoever, or Mike. He can do it. So then you have a higher chance of going in and getting the haircut that you want. So that's probably one of the biggest mistakes you can make, is just going to some random person you've never been to before in a hair salon when it comes to getting a haircut like this. Now, if you are somebody who, again, wants a longer flowing type of layered hairstyle, it's the same exact thing. Maybe you don't go to someone who's been doing hair for 50 years, and all they do is roller sets on 85-year-olds all day. You need someone who specializes in something more modern and who can do those kind of more luxurious, sexier types of haircuts. So maybe it is time to go to someone more youthful, like a Samantha, who's, in her early 20s, and, she's on social media all day, watches, every, red carpet event there is, and, keeps up with modern trends. That's when you find that person. It's the same thing. Go on the website of the salon. Go on the website of the barbershop. Are they doing the kind of work that matches up with what you want? So again, part of the blame is on you for not doing the research. And trust me, I know what I'm saying because I've experienced it firsthand from getting complaints from clients and people, emailing me and calling me, Steven, I can't find anyone who cuts hair. Well, are you researching? Oh no, I just went to the local. Well, exactly. So that's what it comes down to. So when it comes to now communication, you get in that chair, you're ready to have the consultation before you get your haircut. You're nervous, you're anxious. What you have to do when it comes to communicating is you have to explain to them, okay, my hair is, and it also depends on how the stylist opens up the consultation. The worst thing they can do is literally, okay, what are we doing today? Because that's just kind of like, that could be good or it could not be good, because you're probably just like, oh, I don't know, what do you think? And then you just go back and forth. So if they say that to you, what are we doing today? You can express to them, and this is where the communication comes in. I've been going to the same guy for the last 40 years. He retired, or I'm going to the same girl, or whatever it is, and I've loved my hair. I love how it looks. I love how it grew out. It's just a little bit long, and I need it shaped up. And I usually get my haircut every, once a month, month and a half, but I like to keep it a bit shorter. So it's probably, I would say, an inch and a half too long right now. I like to keep that feathered flow type of look where I can run my fingers through like this, and I can see the layers. So we're probably talking about, I would say an inch off of everything. I want to keep this. I want to maintain this style. And yeah, I like the hair maybe over the ears a little bit, but I want everything. And then you can say, here's a photo of my hair, how I usually get it. And then hopefully from that point on, the hair professional can then take that photo and take what you've communicated to them and execute on the haircut, and you'll be a happy client. All right. It really comes down to all that is really being very, very thorough. If the hairstylist, they just get it, they know, oh yeah, I do these all the time, this is no problem, I love doing these types of haircuts, you're gonna have a great experience, I'll take good care of you, blah, blah. Just, you wanna make sure there's a lot of feel-good type of emotion going on, because if that's not the case, the last thing you want is to feel uncomfortable when getting your haircut, because that's just gonna be a disaster, and you're gonna be nervous, and then the hair professional is gonna be nervous. So the biggest hair mistake you can make. And this goes for not only for women, but for men too. But the reason I want to talk about women's hair and shorter hair like this is that out of all of the haircuts that I have on my channel, something like this is usually I get the most requests and complaints that people can't get this kind of feathered, layered haircut. It's always this one. And that's why I want to do a video focused on this type of look. And I really, really hope this helped you all. So let me know in the comments below if you've had any experiences like this, or if you watch this video and use what I'm sharing to help you. Let me know, come back and let me know in the comments below, because I love to hear your experience. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.